afternoon, and good evening. My name is Francine, and I'm here with my channel, I was going to say my other channel. This is Welcome Home, Beloved. Welcome home, beloveds. I'm here for another love message because it's been a long time. I feel like most of my energy and attention has been on my primary channel. So if you're interested in more channeled messages and you would like maybe more of an array of different messages, please check it out. It's the Oversoul Archives. The Oversoul Archives, and I'll place it in the description box below if you'd like more information on my other channels. I have three total. So let's get into your message for love. Spirit team, what is the overall energy? We're going to be using the Love Oracle for this one. What is the overall energy for this message for the people that are watching this, whether it be for the first time or whether it be returning subscribers? Thank you guys so much for being here. What is the message that is meant to come through? Archangel Michael, please protect this space from all corners as we tap into some dense, potentially dense energies. Please surround us with your sword of cobalt blue, and please protect this energy from the north, south, east, and west. That's for you guys and for myself, just to place protection over this space because this is a sacred space. Okay, and I heard sacred grounds. There's something about sacred sites. I'm not sure if you guys, I'm hearing cocooning. I don't know if you feel like you need to cocoon yourself or feel like you're drawn to a certain space. This could be a place in the world that you feel connected to, that you want to visit one day. They're encouraging you to do just that, to prepare for that sacred site, and also to dedicate your energy towards directing it towards that site. All right, something about you visualizing yourself there, or visualizing the space, getting as much, I'm hearing topographical data of seeing the space itself, and of having like maybe even a video that you're watching every now and then of people going to this space and letting yourself see it so that you can visualize even more thoroughly knowing what it looks like in person, or what it looks like for people in person. Because you're looking through a camera, but I feel like people need to, in this group, the people that are being drawn to this reading need to look into mirrors and the power of mirrors and the power of just our cameras, and looking into how it dispels negative energies, but it also helps us with appreciation, because people use mirror magic to help them with their appearance, with their confidence. There's something about talking to yourself in the mirror more often, being more forthcoming with seeing things happen and looking at them. I don't know if someone here likes to kind of close their eyes or likes to kind of like close off in a sense for some reason on their hopes and dreams. They kind of have this fear of it not coming to fruition. So something about that is significant. Let's continue and see how that factors in. So the first card, I'm going to hold it for you guys to see. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it says, truly sacred. Sacred union is here, guys, as well as your imaginative, your thought life is very significant. So I'm not sure if you're having thoughts about your union with somebody. Maybe this is someone in the future, or this is someone that you're currently with. It depends on when you see this. It feels like there's opportunities and possibilities for your life that you're maybe worried about or thinking about heavily. What's interesting is when I said you could be with them when you see this. For some reason, I'm getting the sense that I need to say this. When it comes to relationships and like soulmate connections, it's really important to know that your soul is already whole. So this person that's out there is already out there. They're already with you. Your souls did not I feel like I need to say this. Your souls are not contained in your body. This is something that I feel strongly is important to note. Your soul is not in your body. So if your soul's not in your body, your soul's not disconnected from your other parts of your soul that are expressions in the form of people. Your soul is connected. So in essence, you are connected to them constantly. I want someone to see that imagery for what it is. You are never disconnected from your soul mate and your soul mates, including your twin. If you guys, especially if you're a twin, you are never disconnected from them. You can't. So with that in mind, there's things that we tangibly experience for a reason. So you're tangibly perhaps experiencing not having them in physical form in front of you. Like you don't see insert name here, whoever that person is, in front of you. For some of you you might. For some of you, you may not know who this person is, but that doesn't change the fact that this person is literally in front of you, meaning the soul is so indistinguishable. It's not something that's material. So it's literally containing a multitude of souls. Did you know that? So if you would look into oversouls, I feel like you'll get something out of that. Just the understanding of what an oversoul is, and that it's actually like a collection of souls, that we are all connected by oversouls. So there's connections we have to an oversoul that has like a number of people within it. I feel like there's something about your soul family and your oversoul, because I feel and believe that our soul family it doesn't mean they have to, they can be from the exact same oversoul, meaning you're a part of a larger network of people from the same oversoul. So something about like you needing to know that they're there in spirit and that they're not like far away if they're with you. So let's see what this one's all about. I'll show it to you guys before I read it. So it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So there's something here about a nurturing energy. This is yin energy. This is feminine energy. It feels like the energy of acceptance of a relationship, of a person that you're honoring and treasuring, or someone that is coming, that you need to know that there's a need for you to take the much needed space. Perhaps the time that you're spending now is very important for you, and the space you have is something you will want before they enter your life. And if you guys already are together, there's a need to have some time in order to give each other space while you're together. Don't claim or cling to a person to satisfy you. There's something about satisfaction coming from within, because you both have, if you look into it, into soulmates and such and oversouls, you all have you're a part of one unit. So you have everything you need within you, truly. There are different expressions in people, but you have everything you need. Please remember this. You're never without. And I just feel like I need to say this with will. Some people choose to not give to a relationship or to a connection, and that may be painful, but know that you are not without all of what you need. What you need is not dependent on a person. It seems as though someone here might need to know that, including like if you're on the other end of it, where you're always receiving, but you're choosing not to give. You're giving, you're only going to get a measure of what you reflect, basically. So if you're not giving to your partner or giving to a connection, please look into why and inquire whether this is something that is meant for you long term, or if this is something that is teaching you something big in order for you to do differently next time. I feel like this needs to be in reverse. So we're going to look at the protection message for you guys for Imagine. And let's see what else comes through. Okay, so we have 3 cards here. Serendipity at the bottom of the deck. So something is meant for you. Something is meant to come in for you. And I felt like I needed to split the deck. So there's something about this clinging to this. So your treasure is really covered up by something in your home. There's something about you needing to take care of some tasks. something about, I'm not trying to put pressure on you to stress you out or anything, but love, your love life, your self-love journey, it involves having sacred space for yourself. And there's something important about cleansing your space energetically or physically, energetically and physically. Someone here might need to do one or the other more. There's something about that happening and needing to happen before you can see the treasure that lies within your home, within your space, within your very essence. Because I feel like you can't really open up, or you can try, but it's better to open up freely and not feel clustered or feel cluttered or feel overwhelmed. Something about your space is really important for you in order for you to dedicate time and energy into your path and into your meditative practice. I'm hearing that. So we have serendipity, happy, and go the distance. There's something that you've been running. There's like a marathon that you guys have been running, and I'm hearing dedicated yourself to, and I'm hearing meditative again. So there's something about meditative and being dedicated to something, to a path. I feel like that's for you guys. I feel like I need to get you guys a shamanic healing card to understand the essence of this message here. Someone here needs to, be patient with themselves in love. Be patient with yourself. Give you and your partner, if you are in a relationship, some time and space. Not physically. It doesn't have to be physically, but it definitely is coming from a place of energetically. New day and changes. There's something about you needing to let people show themselves as they are to you, and like to allow them to express themselves as they are today, not how they were yesterday or the day before, because you're always falling in love, or at least in a relationship that is healthy, you're falling more and more in love with the person that they're becoming. I feel like you're constantly loving the person that they're becoming. It's not always going to be the same person. You're not going to be the same person, even on a daily basis, on a moment-to-moment basis. There's something about looking into your openness to that. What do you expect in a partner? What do you expect in love? Do you expect the same person that you fell in love with? Or are you allowing yourself to be open to growth and expansion? Of seeing different aspects of them, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and seeing them succeed, seeing them grow, seeing them dedicate their lives to their spiritual depth. I'm feeling like there's something here about healthy relationships and allowing yourself to see something about this current relationship if you're in one. I feel like a number of you already are. We have duality coming through, and this is looking at the essence of the light and shadow within ourselves in order to accept and love others, and not to say that what is being perhaps done, if it's a negative thing that someone's doing to another person or people, that's okay. It's more so understanding where it comes from and where it stems from. It is okay to accept where something is stemming from and understanding where it comes from, rather than looking at it as you should not express this aspect of yourself because it's wrong. It's more so you're expressing this aspect of yourself because it needs to be addressed, and giving that person proper boundaries and letting them address it for themselves. You doing what you need to do in order to either protect yourself from that energy, to address that within yourself, or to honor that person's journey and to keep a distance. There's something about knowing that you're empowered with your decisions when it comes to seeing the light and shadow within you and other people. So someone here is recognizing that. Someone here is recognizing a shadow attribute of looking into unwanted thoughts, like you having maybe some intrusive thoughts. Please see that you're not your thoughts. You're not your thoughts. You're not your beliefs. You're not your actions. There's something about recognizing that like these things are all your connection to your belief system. They have something to do with your belief system, and they have something to do with where you stand in various ways. So your belief systems may be changing, your belief systems may be shifting, your spirit team may be just bringing that up because that has a very important thing. I'm hearing an important part to play in your love life. How you love people, it really is all about how you love yourself and how you respond to the things that come out in yourself. So create space today, guys, with your physical and your energetic space within you, of allowing yourself to accept the things that you're seeing in your space or seeing in yourself. Allowing yourself to take and create and craft new opportunities now, because you recognize what those things are, and recognition is really, really important. It's like a really important first step in order for you to address it and to heal. So the next one is unlimited possibilities. Someone here could be 19 or 26. That's significant. Unlimited possibilities are here. There's so many opportunities for this to go in various ways. The will of humans is so fascinating. You guys can choose to do so many different things with what you have, and I feel like it's important to note that here, that you could choose to take this information in stride and to respond and say, hey, I think I can settle some time, put some time and energy into cleansing my space, getting it ready, and doing something different this time. I don't like the lighting for this. Yeah. Like rolling myself back. I don't like the lighting that was there before. So yeah, so there's something here about recognizing the things you can do in this moment, because I feel like your soulmate is either coming in and they're trying to get you prepared, or you already are in sync with them, is what I'm hearing. So it's two groups. Someone here is already living life with a soulmate that they're in a relationship with, and this is a person that feels like a divine counterpart. And then there's people that are waiting for that to come, or at least expecting it to come. You have come to the edge. So there's something about like letting go, and this is feeling like the Fool energy. Someone here could be 36. Someone here could have a 7-year-old or be in a 7-year relationship. We also have, I'm seeing the words, the number 16 actually. So someone here might have a 16-year-old, or someone was in a 16-year-old or a 16-year-old marriage, or someone, something about 16 is significant, and that's the Tower. There's something about something unfolding for you guys that could be the Tower moment, and it's leading you into a whole new journey. You're taking a whole new journey, Fool's journey here. And Imagine is telling me there's something about your manifestations being very impactful for you guys. I want to read what this one's all about to you guys. Let's see. There it is. Okay. So, number 20, protection message. So it's this card, when it's upright, typically means turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, like I was talking about with you guys, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. There's something here about that, either illusions being broken down, or you coming into an understanding of your power with your manifestations more. It says illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are, and not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you are anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your mind. The universe responds to such projections, so be aware of this catastrophizing. No matter what, illusions and awfulizing, quote unquote, are a misuse of imagination. Clear the inner slate and stay grounded, stay real. Only then can you truly have what you desire. Look at that, guys. There's something about you needing to let go of something of the past with a relationship or relationships. There's something about you needing to broaden your perspective and to see that there are more possibilities that await you, not just the same bad story or the same downfall or the same difficulty you experienced in the past. Duality is so important, guys. This reading is very clear. So there's something about you needing to see, and I feel like I need to read that card to you guys. Number 26. Wow, it opened up to that page. So it says black and white, good and evil, yes and no, up and down. and want, don't want. These are all examples of dualistic thinking. What if you ban these labels, B-A-N-N-E-D, these labels from your thoughts for a day? What would happen? Would the world end? Doubtful. Would some person get away, quote unquote, with something? No. Would you attach less emotion to a bad situation or drama? Possibly. If that happened and there was less attachment to a situation, you could keep your vibrations higher, which would enable you to deal more successfully with any situation that comes your way. Given enough time, most bad, quote unquote, situations work out in the end. It is your choice to be drama-free or spend a lot of time and energy wasted on a situation that will turn out okay in the end. What do you choose? Very important to choose what your thought life is at this time, because it's affecting how you manifest your soulmate. And here's the thing, I feel like your spirit team is trying to prepare you so that you don't have to experience certain things in this relationship that's coming in. We have higher power coming through, number 4. I feel like someone here feels orphaned, the 5 of Pentacles energy, from someone or a relationship of the past. There's something about feeling left out or abandoned. Abandonment, there's like an abandonment wound here that needs to be addressed. Please address this, because I feel like it has to do with either your parents or with friendships or something along those lines before it came or manifested in your relationships. And it's not to say that you manifested it. It means that it's like a natural progression. When that unhealed wound was not seen for what it was, it kind of manifested in other relationships. Something about that is significant. We have conscious contact with a higher power coming through, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. Yeah. So it says it's time to address how much effort you give your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number 1 priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. There's a really important connection in your life that needs to be addressed here. And I'm hearing grandfather or grandmother. It kind of like stopped after grand. So something about like a relationship you have with another generation of your line. So there's something about your grandparents and something about that relationship being significant here. We also had 36 come to the edge. Courage, taking a leap of faith, like I said with the Fool, overcoming fear and accepting risk. So this is about facing the unknown. It says it's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You'll be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods and they will deliver what you truly desire. You need to be kind of like committed to this next step in this leap. You need to be committed to saying, I've had enough of what the past, of what experiences I've had. If you truly are ready, don't pretend that you are, of course. I feel like you guys are likely needing to take this step because you're ready. Please see how important your thought life is to your partnerships. Yeah, there's something about you demanding something from someone when you yourself need time to grow, and you need to have the space. I feel like someone's giving you sacred space and you're perhaps internalizing it as abandonment, and it's not that. Sometimes your spirit team will literally put people like a distance away from you or separate you from people, not because I don't think it's actually your spirit team doing it. It's really about you. I feel like when you need space, the universe gives you space, even if you don't internalize or see it that way. I feel like you need space to understand something about your relationship or the patterns in order to heal it. And I feel like you're taking it personally with this person. And this person is actually just doing what they're energetically meant to do here. Your situation could involve so many different variables that I am not aware of, so do not shit on someone that doesn't know your situation. For me, all I need to tell you is this. There's a need for you to have some sacred space and time from a person. Whatever happened between you two is between the two of you and your spirit team. But this is not a personal reading, basically, but this is a very important, pivotal message for you guys. You need time alone. You need time to take a leap and to be yourself authentically with a person. There's a need for you to either take some time away to meditate, to reflect on a relationship or a partnership. Wow, someone here is not happy with this. Someone here is so mad, and it's like, you're not mad at me, but you're mad at yourself. So that's for someone. And this is not a take what resonates. This is a fact. Someone here is really mad. And there's someone here that's like smoking, drinking, or has some negative influences in their life, and they may not take this information for what it is. And that's on you. But I really do hope that you guys take this for what it is. There's something about a risk here in a relationship. Either you're overeating, over drinking, smoking a lot, and trying to get away from a situation with a person in your life. This person has a very deep soul connection with you. Look at these cards, guys. They're so similar. There's something about your heart. You need to address some aspect of your heart and what you look at in the mirror, like what you see in yourself. I feel like you're going through a dark night of the soul, perhaps. And I heard dark night of your thighs. So something about your sex life is significant. You could be 33, you could be 41, you could be 25 or 54. There's also abundance coming to you in the dark. So there's something about you needing to let yourself see the darkness and to see the anger, to see the resentment, to see the fear, to see all of the darkness within you and to accept it. Because I accept it within you. I feel like it's something that it's in every person. I don't know anyone that hasn't been pissed at someone. I don't know anyone that hasn't been hurt by someone. I don't know anyone that hasn't been just taken to the bridge or to the edge of their emotional bandwidth, where they're just overwhelmed. So someone here might be just feeling overwhelmed, and that's okay. Doesn't mean you have to. That's not your life. That's just a moment in life, right? Just like I said, your thoughts are not who you are. Your actions are not who you are. Your feelings are not who you are. They are an expression of what you believe. So if you can look into what you believe, your love life will definitely shift and change for the better. Bottom of the deck is mimicry. And this is the energy of fake it till you make it, which is the energy of acceptance, but also of kind of having an anticipation for what's to come. There's an emotionally satisfying and deeply committed relationship that is coming to you, or that is going to be more obvious in your life. Someone's coming in, and there's something about you needing to trust that first before you see it. So that's what I have for you guys. That is your love message. It wasn't like all ooey gooey and like cute and stuff. It was definitely about the shadow work. So I hope this helps you. Please let me know if this resonates, if you feel comfortable, in the comments below. But I hope this helped you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Empty heart.